Do you remember when Five Nights at Freddy's was Five Nights at Freddy's? Back in a simpler time when we had Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, Eduardo, Foxy. This was FNAF 1. Just open, close the doors, turn off and on the lights, check the cameras. That's it! That was the game. It has been 10 years since the first FNAF game was released, and if you take a look back on these 10 years, it's truly mind-blowing how far this series has come. I remember like it was yesterday when we found out, oh my god, these animatronics are haunted by little kids. Fast forward 10 years later and we're trying to figure out why Megatron calls you a bitch in the Funtime Foxy room while Super Chica and Freaky Fredbear Deluxe try to force feed you pizzas or something, I don't know. In the year 2014, we were just trying to figure out why Freddy liked hanging out in the women's bathroom. There's just so much being added to this game to the point where it will just never end. There's so much being added to this game to the point where I think it's just to keep Matt, Pat, employed. I don't hate FNAF, I love the series, but at some point you gotta think to yourself, what the hell is even going on anymore? And you can't even blame me, even Scott himself has no idea what's going on anymore. Remember the ending of FNAF 4 where they had the locked box and everyone was like, oh, I wonder what's in the box, surely one day we'll find out. Well, have you seen this video?
All of that to say, there is something in the box, but I never pursued it, and I don't know if I can find it again.
The man who developed the entire game has no idea what is in the box. I guess I'm just mad because FNAF used to be so simple yet so unique. And along these 10 years we went from this to this. This isn't necessarily a bad thing, but story-wise and lore-wise, can someone please explain to me what's going on without having to give me an 8-hour video? You can't keep milking this cash cow forever. You just can't. This isn't even FNAF anymore. I mean, in my heart, FNAF ended at Pizzeria Simulator. Why? You gathered all the animatronics and you like killed your co-worker now because you burnt the place to the freaking ground. All the animatronics are dead. You give out this iconic speech.
Although for one of you, the darkest pit of hell has opened to swallow you whole. So don't keep the devil waiting, old friend.
FNAF is done. The end. Until they release Security Breach. Okay, now listen. I loved Security Breach. It's very poorly made and it needs to be fixed, but they never fixed it, but that's okay. It's still a great game. And they gave us Roxanne Wolf, so who the hell am I to complain about this game? Anyway, who is Vanessa? Who is Gregory? Who the hell is that? Then the DLC drops out of nowhere, it's like, I guess I'm a girl now. What happened to Gregory? And then out of nowhere, there's Into the Pit? Like, who is this? What is going on anymore? Am I the only one that's, like, beyond confused? Now I know what everyone's gonna say in the comments. Actually, you need to read the FNAF books. First of all, I'm not reading a freaking book. Okay, if you want to be a nerd, you can go be a nerd somewhere else, but not on my channel. However, back in the day, I didn't have to make a stop at Walmart to order Freddy Goes to Pizza Town Volume 6, New York Times, bestseller selected by Oprah's book club, some shit like that, just to figure out why Freddy doesn't like to... I don't know. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. Into the Pit is bad. And I don't care. No one, you will never change my mind about this. Into the Pit is bad. It's stupid, it's boring, it's dumb, and I hate it. If you're gonna comment, oh, it's bad because you don't understand it, you need to read the books. You're right! You're right, I don't understand it. I shouldn't have to read a book to understand what the hell is going on in a video game. It is a game. Am I losing my mind too much over this? Does no one see like these newer FNAF games just aren't making any sense anymore? Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm saying? And apparently Into the Pit doesn't have one ending, it doesn't have two endings, doesn't have three endings, but it has 5 freaking different endings. Why in the hell does a game need 5 endings? I mean, it's FNAF, I get it. Every FNAF game has like 20 different endings. Like, it's just Into the Pit. How many endings do I need for Into the Pit? I don't know, some people even said there's 7. I don't know how the hell there could be 7. All you need is a good ending, a bad ending, and a secret ending. Why do I need freaking Oswald ending? Why do I need freaking Gregory shows up ending? Why do I need Bonnie robs a 7-Eleven ending? What does any of this mean anymore? It just blows my mind. It blows my mind how William Afton went from killing a couple kids to having this entire series just spread out all the way that it did up to now. You know what I mean? The game started because this dude killed kids. They're dead. They're in the animatronic and they're haunted. That is Five Nights at Freddy's. That is the game. Now I need to figure out who the hell the Mimic is. Now I need to figure out how Shadow Bonnie exists. Now I need to figure out who... like... What is going on anymore? What is going on in this game? And every single game gives you 0 answers. Pizzeria Simulator gave you answers. Five Nights at Freddy's 2 gave you answers. Five Nights at Freddy's 3 gave you answers. Until like Security Breach around there. Where are the answers? I don't know. The DLC? I don't know. Into the Pit? I don't know. Where are the answers? What is happening? Like, literally, what the hell is this supposed to be? Is this like Statue of Liberty Chica? Like, this freaking thing isn't even in the game. There used to be a time when Scott used to post up things on his website, and if you would like light them up a little bit, you'll see like a secret message. You're like, oh, that's something. No, now it's like I have to go to Walmart at 3 a.m. to pick up the super rare Ultra Freddy magazine to see if freaking Balloon Boy is like shaking his ass or something. I don't know. Like, you know what? It's just like I can't. Like, I don't know what this series is anymore. I don't know. Does anyone else feel this way? Because I'm like losing my mind. I don't know. And another thing I kind of forgot to bring up was back when I think it was the Ruin DLC. I know it was Security Breach. I don't know if it was the DLC or not. It doesn't matter. Regardless, you end up finding Bonnie dead on the ground. Isn't that like a huge part of like the game? Like, why wasn't Bonnie in the game and you find him dead on the ground? Who killed Bonnie? We'll never know. We'll never know. Maybe we will one day. Maybe the next game will give me every single answer I have ever asked for this entire series. I don't know, but I just feel as if it's too much. It's too much to answer. It's just piling and piling and piling. It's too much. It's just too much. But I think we can just sum up all of this new Five Nights at Freddy's stuff as I don't know. Because we don't know. Nobody will ever know. There's no answers to this anymore. Into the Pit gave me nothing. I don't know. There's nothing that gives me answers to anything. What happened to Gregory? What happened to Cassie and freaking the game before? We'll never know, because there was no answer to it. Does anybody know? Does Scott know? Do I know? Do you know? That's it. We don't know. That is FNAF. I don't know. This is how FNAF became I don't know. Five Nights at I don't know. And another thing, Bonnie is still purple. That's it. End the video.